What does it really mean to have a moral duty? Is it about following strict rules, or is it more about living in harmony with others? Today I'm diving into a fascinating clash and conversation between two giants, Confucius from ancient China and Immanuel Kant from Enlightenment Europe. Their answers to moral duty couldn't be more different, and yet together they might teach us something essential about being ethical in a complex world. First up, Confucius. Living over 2,000 years ago, Confucius saw morality as rooted in relationships. Forget abstract rules. For him, being good is about knowing your role, whether you're a child, a parent, a leader, or a friend, and doing your part to keep the social fabric strong. Picture it. A child practices respect for parents, rulers show care for their subjects, elders guide the young. This is what Confucius called li, or ritual propriety, and ren, humaneness. It's about tradition, empathy, and learning how to act well together. But here's the twist. Duty for Confucius isn't a one-size-fits-all rule. It depends on who you are, where you are, and who you're with. Ethics, in his world, is an art, shaped by context, sensitivity, and above all, education. That's why he puts so much emphasis on self-cultivation, reading poetry, practicing music, honoring ancestors, participating in rituals. Through these acts, you learn to feel what's right, not just know it logically. Of course, Confucianism isn't perfect. Critics say it can reinforce patriarchal or authoritarian systems, and yet millions today still look to Confucius for wisdom about living together peacefully. Now let's jump to Kant, Germany, late 1700s. Kant flips the script. For him, morality isn't about tradition or relationships. It's about reason, pure, universal, and hard as diamond. Kant says true moral duty comes from the categorical imperative. Sounds fancy, but here's the core idea. Only do what you could wish everyone else would do, in every situation, always. If you can't will your action as a universal law, don't do it. Kant cares a lot about autonomy, your ability to decide what's right using reason alone, not just feelings. So, if you help someone just because you feel bad for them, that's nice, but it isn't truly moral. Morality for Kant is about doing the right thing because it's right, not because it makes you or anyone else feel good. His system is rigorous, fair, and universal, but it can also be, well, rigid. Sometimes Kant seems to ignore culture, context, even basic human feelings. Critics say real life is messy, and pure logic doesn't always cut it. So, Confucius or Kant, who's right? Here's a quick side-by-side. Confucius says duty is about relationships, harmony, and context. Kant says it's about reason, autonomy, and treating everyone equally. Confucius trusts emotion and tradition. Kant is wary of both. But maybe, just maybe, they both have something vital to offer. Confucian ethics reminds us to value community, respect, and the roles we play. Kantian ethics insists on fairness, consistency, and dignity for all. In our multicultural world, I think we need both, honoring our connections, but never losing sight of universal human rights. So when you think about moral duty, remember, it's not just about what you do, but who you become in the process. Whether you lean toward harmony or hard reason, the real goal is a life of character. A life where duty shapes not just your actions, but your soul.